and instant replay. Entering pause screen.
Figure it out. Okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Off the draw, here's Williams. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. There he goes, left side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we...
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They begin the drive with Coleman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! I'm coming!
From the 29, Garoppolo. This one into the...
Entering pause screen. Resume.
Hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag.
Entering pause screen. Resume.
Routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
To throw, Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Tight end right, tight end right.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
Boom! That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
Entering pause screen. Resume.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
44, Mike, 44.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards, first down Niners. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. On play action, now Garoppolo going for the deep ball. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the... Old days.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Not today, you aren't. Not today.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Still going. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Let's go, baby.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Yellow. Our go, lady.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Nice hit, boy.
It's 4th down.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Williams. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He'll get it up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the...
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a Sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Entering pause screen. Resume.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Entering pause screen. Resume.
Really generate big plays for an offense.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Garoppolo leads from McKinnon on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Ain't no
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. That time Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Garoppolo on 1st down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the...
Garoppolo's pass complete to Kendrick Bourne. Touchdown, San Francisco. Robbie Gould lining up.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down.
Entering pause screen, resume.
Game.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those...
Entering pause screen, resume.
As up front, they've made a lot of space. So this one in the win column for Kansas City.
It
was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
Entering team select screen, the Minnesota Vikings, the home team, are selected. Entering main menu screen, Superstar X Factors. Exhibition, franchise pop-up menu. You have 3 options. Continue playing is selected. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. Entering yes. Entering main menu screen, franchise pop-up menu, loud. Entering loud franchise screen, undefined. Entering warning pop-up, you are not a member of any leagues yet, please join or create one first. Entering cloud franchise, load franchise is selected. Entering warning pop-up, you are not a member of any leagues yet, please join or create one first. Okay. Entering cloud franchise screen, undefined. Entering main menu screen, franchise pop-up menu. You have 3 options. Continue playing is selected. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. Upgrade players.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
My team, you have 6 options. Depth chart, roster. Entering roster screen, 74 rows, 62 columns, left filter Saints, right filter roster undefined. Entering franchise hubs, my code, trade, free agents. Entering free agents screen, 100 row 6. Entering franchise hub screen, free agents. Entering free agent position, over contract salary, contract player type, run support, player type accurate, player type run stopper, player type accurate, player type run support, speed rating, player type run support, speed rating 89, acceleration rating 89, speed rating 89. Entering. Yes. Entering. Success pop-up SS Eric Berry has been signed to 1 year. Speed rating 86. Speed rating 8. Speed rating 89. Entering. Yes. Entering. Success pop-up W. Speed rating 7. Speed rating 89. Entering. Yes. Entering. Success pop-up WRTJ Jones. Entering.
You have too many players on your team.
Agents.
Choose which players you want to cut.
Things to do. Upgrade players. Entering play. Austin Carr. Teddy Bridgewater. Strong arm. You in depth chops. Set. Add to trade block. Will JT Barrett ID. Improve Scrambler. Entering my goals screen. Entering XP feedback screen. You have 3 options. Entering franchise. UDOX score is selected. Off rush yards home 97 away 90. Off kick return yards home 0 away. Entering franchise hub screen thing. Training complete. Options setting. Sliders. User management. Options. You have 2 options. Retire is selected. Settings. League news. My team. League. Schedule. Entering schedule screen. You have 2 options. Entering week. Entering actions pop up. Select an action. Force home win. Week 3. Enter force away win. Week entering force home win. Week 2. Entering schedule screen. You have 2 options. Entering franchise hub screen schedule. Stats. Options set thing. Team league. Transaction schedule. Stats. Entering stats screen. Player stats. Entering franchise schedule. Entering schedule. League team schedule. And week entering actions pop up. Select an action. Entering schedule screen. You have entering team adjust lineup. My team. Things to do. Improve team. Team adjust lineup. My team create league. Preseason options setting. Slide league news. Team things to team adjust league. Options settings. User manage. Options you have slider. Options you have 2 options. XP sliders is selected. League news. Transactions. Entering stats. Entering stats screen. Team award. Career stats. Coach stats. Team stats. Entering team stats screen 32. Team name Vikings. Team name Saints. Entering team stats screen. Team stats like team coach career stats. Entering player career stats screen. Career stats.
What would you do if you were me and didn't have
Entering franchise hub screen stats. Schedule. Preseason standings.
I'ma make it happen.
Entering NFL standings screen. 32 rows, 34 columns. Left filter NFL undefined.
I hit the scene, they like
Entering franchise hub screen. Options setting. Things to do. You have 6 options, but 2 players is selected. Team adjust lineup. Team adjust line. League.
catch me lacking.
News. News. Entering screen filter. You have 3 options. Top story 16. Entering franchise hub screen news. My team. My code. Just line up. Press cross button to continue. Satellite. You have 3 options. T-Breeze 92 overall is selected. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to you have 3
This
options.
is the development trait. Superstar and superstar. This is the abilities tab. Here you can see what abilities. This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful. Step view in-depth chart. Goals.
I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes?
Entering franchise hub screen. Just like thing. My team. Things to do. You have 6 options. Training complete. Entering Vikings Saints screen. Offensive one plan. Free practice. Entering team select screen. The New Orleans Saints, the home. Offense only. Ready. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Ready? 95, 56, 90. Ready? Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. Cook it up. Go back. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up. Gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Ready? 5'9". Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait. I got power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell net. Ready? 95, 50, finish him. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the hammer, so I better kill them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. So the whole game was never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition.
Ready? Yellow lady.
Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go.
Entering. Quit game. Choose. Quit game. Choose. Quit game. Entering. Quit practice. Yes, exit to menu.
Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards.
Entering franchise hub screen. Things to do.
I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big.
Upgrade.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
They know the shit, they was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
Off.
Time to bring the bass.
Time of possession home 18, 25 away 10, 42. Entering franchise hub screen things to do. Upgrade you improved team. Options settings. Slide settings.
When you making bands can make fans. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Hey, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
League new team adjust league.
Postmates how I deliver.
Team adjust lineup. My create trade center. Create my team. Team you have 6 options. Roster is select injury roster. Entering roster screen 75 row. Name C Jordan. Entering franchise hub screen my team. Things to do you have improved team. Entering acquisitions screen.
You have grades for each position that range. Browse available players to improve your team.
You have 3 options. Trade for player is you have 3 options. Trade for player is you have 3 options. Trade for player you have 3 options. Sign free agent is selected. Entering attention pop-up. Are you sure? Enter yes. Entering success. Entering acquisition screen. Not interested. Trade for player. Entering franchise.
You have too many
hub
players
screen
on your
things to do.
team. Choose which players you want to cut.
Things, options, settings, slide, user management, demand release, entering, not available pop-up. You can only demand release during settings, options. You have 2 options. Team settings. Entering settings screen. You have 5 options. Volume control is select. Entering volume control screen. You have 8 options. Set to 100. Entering settings screen. You have 5 options. Volume control is entering franchise hub screen settings. Slider. User management. Options. You have 2 options. Retire is selected. Entering yes. Entering main menu screen. NFL Combine. Franchise pop-up menu. Cloud. Entering club franchise is selected. Entering warning pop-up. You are not a member of any leagues yet. Please join or create one first. Okay.